This is the highest level circular building in China. However, when you were ready to start building, you just randomly erected a few pillars on the ground, but the pillars were too tall to stand, so you used a circle of Russian square to connect them into a hole, which gave it some stability. It wasn't enough. You planned to add a diagonal wood outside the pillar to support them, but in this way, the angle below was inconvenient to pass. So you had an idea. You changed the diagonal wood into a stepped form, which retains the effect of triangular support, but also makes the space more reasonable. However, the step pillar will have the risk of left and right shaping, so you continue to add auxiliary on both sides, and finally get a 3-ring pillar. Fly me flare structure, and you are pleasantly surprised. The outer ring has exactly 12 pillars, corresponding to 12 hours. You named them rock pillars. The middle ring has 12 pillars representing 12 months, and you named them golden pillars. The 2 circles of pillars total 24, which represent the 20 for solar terms. The 4 middle pillars symbolize the 4 seasons. You call them Longjing pillars. The 3 circles of pillars add up to 28, which corresponds to the 28 constellations. To make the structure more stable, you add 4 square pillars around the lounging pillows as the support base for the entire upper structure. Next, build the roof. You first install the brackets on the pillar. The brackets are not only load-bearing structures, but also very ornamental. However, after you build the lower and middle arches, you find that there are only 4 pillars on top. The span is too big, which is hard to build. So you add 8 proper pillars and connect them into a hole with curved Russian squares. Then you can install the upper eaves brackets. Install a circle of rings on the brackets. Ring-shaped strips to lock the whole structure firmly. At the top of the roof, you use a layered and tapered ceiling, which symbolizes a thunder pillar standing on the sky, symbolizing the sky and unify the world. Of course, the laying of the roof cannot be sloppy. You first lay a layer of fine purlins on the outside, and then lay a layer of purlins on top of the rafters. The final blue glazed tiles can be laid evenly and beautifully, but this will also bring a drawback. The tiles can easily slip off the purlins. But this can't stop you who are smart. You drive a nail into the bottom to hold it in place, but the nails are made of iron, which rusts easily. So you add a nail cap to cover it up. Only at this point, the structure of the whole building is very stable. The walls are no longer needed to bear weight, so you just seal the perimeter with thin doors and windows which can ventilate and facilitate access. But at this time, you find you have built the building too beautifully. The originally simple fact doesn't match its style anymore, so you build a 3-story round platform on the ground, cascades and railings on the edge to create a beautiful guardrail, and install a circle of drainage outlets. So when heavy rain comes, rainwater can flow along the drain, flow out layer by layer, and the shape of each layer's drainage outlet is different. The first layer is cloud, the second layer is phoenix, the third layer is a dragon head. Such a foundation is waterproof, moisture-proof, and aesthetically pleasing foundation is built. You gave it a magnificent name, 3-layer white marble round zoomy base. With the support of the base, it looks more sublime and sacred. Then congratulations, you have invented the hall. It is the core building of the Temple of Heaven. Emperors of Ming and Qing held the grain prayer ceremony here every year, praying for grain, abundance, peace, and safety. It is also the only existing triple eaves, large wooden structure with a round spire.